All right, good evening, everyone, or good afternoon, I should say. All right, give me a moment. Let me post the link. The chat is now on, so you guys can type in it, but good afternoon. How's everybody's day going so far? All right, we'll get started in 2 more minutes. We'll let everybody get on the call. All right. Good, great day. Yes, it has been a great day. All right. Good afternoon. All right, we're gonna give it 2 more minutes. Let some more people get on the call, okay? All right. What have you guys been doing so far today? Or do you guys have any plans for the rest of the day after the call? I am very interested in this topic, exercise. Well, I'm glad you're interested in this topic because it's what I did, right? I transitioned from Forex to futures. Even though you can trade NAS 100 in either or, you can take the signals in either or, and I really make sure I emphasize on that. That's the word I was looking for. I have to study and go to the gym, going to work in a few hours. Okay, nice, nice. Reading up on your information in the website. Nice, I love it. If you're looking for like education, make sure you check out the recorded content. There's also PDFs in the PDF file section to go with every single educational call. And then of course, if you have any questions, you know where to reach me. Getting my tires rotated as I watch this. I love the dedication, okay? I love it. Ain't nothing better than being on the live call, right? Even though you can catch the recording. All right, so it is 4:05. I'm gonna get started. All right, let's get into it. Transitioning from Forex to futures. All right, so put a 1 in the chat if you've never traded futures before. Put a 2 in the chat if you trade futures or you, all right? 1 if you never traded, 2 if you've dived into it a little bit. Oh, wow, look at all these ones. Okay, I see there's 1 too. All right, cool. So I'm gonna be helping like a lot of you guys transfer potentially, right? All right, this is exciting. All right, so what is the difference? So there's not a huge difference in these markets in regard to marking up the charts and the aspect of buying or selling, but there are some differences, such as I'll go into depth with all of these, so just bear with me, all right? So you enter trades based on contracts, not lot sizes, okay? All right. Trading indices are regulated in the futures market. All right. You can trade straight from TradingView when trading futures. You can deposit and withdraw funds straight from your bank account. All right. So you guys know on Forex, you always had to go. It was like from the broker to Bitcoin, right? And then that's how you would have to deposit or withdraw. You guys know you can't trade straight from TradingView with Forex, unless you're trading forex.com, because that's actually a regulated broker, but they don't allow indices to be traded. Prop firm challenges are always one phase. And the difference is you pay monthly until you pass, and we'll go more into depth with that at the end. And then there's only a free trial demo for Tradeovate before you have to start paying for data. So that's the difference with futures. You also have to pay for the data, which is a little bit different than Forex. But Tradeovate's the only broker I know that actually lets you have a demo account. All right. All right, so let's get into it. Reasons I switch. So before we get into like what you need to know in order to even switch, I want to go over the reasons I switched. All right, so I first switched to futures to the futures market when my Forex Fund account got shut down due to the company getting shut down, right? They got sued or whatever, all that drama. I realized a few things when this happened. As long as I'm trading indices in the Forex market, I will always be at a risk because it's unregulated. And all these prop firms plus brokers that allow us to trade indices in the Forex market, we're soon going to get cracked down on by platforms we love. All right, so that was in August. Sure enough, a few months later, literally like last month, MT4 and MT5 are becoming more strict with what brokers they allow on their platforms. All right, so the brokers that got kicked are the ones who allow you to trade indices. Now, this is for US traders only. If you're in the UK or even Canada, like you can trade indices regulated. It's only in the US that we have this issue, right? So Forex does have regulated brokers like forex.com, but they don't allow indices trading in the US. So I had to make the switch if I wanted my funds to be secure. So that's one of the reasons, like I want my funds to be secure, right? I don't want to feel like, oh my gosh, like at any moment, the platform could kick me off. The broker could shut down because they are violating some type of rule, right? I didn't like that uncertainty that I was starting to feel, especially because my Forex funds, I had them for like 2 years and then they just got shut down. So I was just like, I don't like this uncertainty. So I did my research and somebody had been telling me in our trading community, they were like, hey, I take your signals on my futures account. Why don't you look into trading futures? And I was like, okay. Like at first I was a little bit stubborn, like I don't want to look at it. Like I like Forex, right? But then I started doing research. I'm like, oh my gosh, I've been ignorant to the fact that it's literally like almost the same thing, except I'm trading contracts, not lot sizes. All right. So do you guys have any questions so far? I'm gonna get into more in-depth things, but do you guys have any questions on like reasons I switched or any of that? Just put a 4 in the chat for me if everything I'm saying makes sense. If you have any questions, this is a good time for what I just talked about. All right, cool. All right. Oh, no questions. Great. We want funds to be secured. Facts. You feel me? That's why I'm doing this call. This is going to be a great call, even for it to be recorded, like for people that come in. I know a few of you guys have people that you recommended to come in. And so like if they're looking for the to switch, boom, this call is there for them. All right. Will you explain contracts? Yes, we are about to get into it. So the next thing, what you need to know to switch. So first of all, you need to know what is the futures market. The futures market is a market where traders buy or sell contracts, similar to Forex, which is where traders buy or sell based on lot sizes. All right, so what is a contract? All right, futures contracts are legally binding agreements to buy or sell a specific asset at a certain price, right? What the contract is worth depends on what you are trading. You can visit cmegroup.com and search what asset you want to trade, and it will let you know what the worth is. All right, so yep, there it is. I just messed up on spelling on which asset you want to trade. All right, and we'll go over that. Actually, we'll go over that right now. How you can figure out what the contract's worth. And then how is futures regulated? Futures are registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, the main US regulatory body for futures. All right, so they are regulated. All right, so like I said, for over here, you can visit cmegroup.com and search what asset you want to trade, and it'll let you know its worth. So I'm going to go to CME Group. Boom. Right, you want to go to CME Group, and I'll show you guys how to enter and everything. I'm not going to log in. I'm going to go to markets. I trade indices, so I'm going to go to indices, and then you can scroll down and you can see the S&P, you see NAS, you see Dow Jones, you see a few of them. So I'm going to click NAS, and it should load up on the side here. Oh yeah, the page is still loading. There it is. So I have E-mini NAS and micro E-mini, right? So if you watch the futures introduction part 1 and part 2, you know that E-mini and micro, you know that mini is always bigger than micro. So let's actually go to that PDF real quick. That's going to help. That's going to help us. So I'm going to go to PDF files. And if you haven't checked out Futures Intro Part 1 and Part 2, definitely do that after this call. But let's go to, I believe it's the first one. All right, click the PDF files. And I just want to go to when we explain the E-minis. Okay, let's see. All right, so yeah, NAS in the futures market. So micro and mini. Micros are always smaller versions of minis. All right, I just want you guys to pay attention to this part. All right, so micros are always smaller version than minis. So when you go here and you're like, I want to trade micro E-mini, you click what you want to trade. I gotta accept. All right, there we go. So you click what you want to trade, and I believe you go to specs. Yep, and it's $2 per point. That's what that means, the contract unit, $2 per point. So for every one contract, that's $2 per point. So if I have 2 contracts in a micro E-mini, that's $4 per point because I have 2 contracts in. Okay, does that make sense to everybody? 3's in the chat if that just made sense. So that's what we're trading instead of lot sizes, it's contracts. If you have a bigger account and you want to trade a mini, you can go see what that mini is worth. All right. You can even type it in, but I'm just showing you guys where you'd go to get all of them. All right, cool. So 3 means you understand literally what I just said. All right, so waiting for this to load again. My Wi-Fi is being super slow. All right, there we go. Now I'm going to go to E-mini, and then you can do this for anything you want to trade in the futures market. Just go to CME group and you can find out. You just go to the specs. This is $20 per point. So that means for every one contract, it's $20 per point. Does it have all the indices like what's UK 100? But let's go back and I'll show you what it has. Sorry, my son was by me if you just heard him. All right. What is UK 100 though? All right, we're gonna go. You said jur. It does have jur. Let me find it. UK is like NAS 100, but is only London based. I'm not sure. I never looked. So possibly it has NAS. It has S&P. And I can tell you right now, S&P is actually worth more than NAS. The micro for the E-mini S&P is $50 per point for one contract. And the micro E-mini S&P is $5 per point. I know the Dow Jones, I believe it's 50 cents per point for the micro, and the mini's only $5 per point. All right, you have international ones. And the key is $25 per point for one contract. Let's look at, we can look at all of them. Let's look at products. I think it's products. I think that's what you go to. Oh, that was that. There's a way to look at like more of them. I think if I just type in indices, it'll come up. Let's see. I'll find out for you. Let's just do JUR 30 because you said JUR 30. So I'm going to type it in. We're going to find out for you. All right. Okay, this is definitely not it. That's so weird. All right, let me find it from here. So that's the data. This is the market. Browse by. Yeah, it would be this, but I don't know why it's not coming up like that. Usually it gives me like a list. Let me see if it's this. Okay. I'm gonna find this list. I think it's products. Nope, that's this. So view products. Let's see. There's Russell. Never heard of anybody trading Russell. International and oh, so I have to view other products. Or what? Let me see. Tier 30 would be called DAX 40. Okay, got you. That's why. Okay. This is what I was looking for. I just want to see if it comes up. And you're not holding anything up. Don't worry. Let's see, DAX 40. So I don't see anything for it. Yeah, I don't see anything for it. Yeah, so does this website just tell you how much each index is worth at a micro? Yes, it does. So like if you traded gold, let's see if this is actually working. Yep. Gold futures, you have micro gold futures, and then so you would just click it. Because I know some of you guys trade gold. And you go to it, you go to specs, and so it looks like it's $1 per point. All right. So yeah, you just go to this area and it'll let you know. But we know for Nas, the main thing that you guys need to know is that a micro for Nas is called MNQ, and it's $2 per point for every one contract. The mini Nas is $20 per point for every one contract. Okay. So I hope that made sense. If not, then let me know. We're gonna keep going. All right. So there is also something called rollovers, okay? So remember, these are the things you need to know to switch. You need to know what the futures market is, what a contract is. Make sure you know how the futures market is regulated. Now you need to know what are rollovers. A rollover is when a trader moves his position from the front month contract to another contract further in the future. Traders will determine when they need to move to the new contract by watching volume, but your broker will let you know when you need to roll over. That sounds super complicated. Let me simplify it for you because that's the term you'll get online. In simple terms, you will need to switch which chart you use to trade and mark up on. Okay, that is the simple terms. All right. So it's basically goes hand in hand with the contract expiration, and I'm gonna tie this all in together. A contract's expiration day is the last day you can trade that contract. So it is the last day you can trade on that chart. All right. This typically occurs on the third Friday of the expiration month. The expiration months are March, June, September, and December. All right. Rollovers need to occur the third Friday of those months at 9 a.m. All that means is when you are trading on TradingView, all right, you see how I'm on the chart? This is the futures chart, right? So you would just go to watch list, you get plus, go to the futures chart, and you just type in NAS, and it'll come up. All right. It's gonna say March 2024 in parentheses for the chart now. That's when you need to roll it over. That's when you need to switch to a chart that now is gonna have in parentheses, it's gonna have June 2024. The chart I just switched from had December 2024. Once that third Friday of the month came, my broker told me like, hey, you need to roll over, aka you need to switch which chart you enter on. Put a 4 in the chat if that makes sense. Okay. Because when I first heard that, I was like, yo, what the heck? What does that mean? But I simplified it for myself per usual, and it's simple. Okay. It's very simple. All right, and obviously I'll tell you guys, hey, switch your chart. All right, so it makes sense to everybody? Perfect. All right. And if you have any more questions, obviously you can let me know. All right. The next thing you need to know to switch, and remember these months as well, you can write them down: March, June, September, and December. All right. What do you need? Another thing of what you need to know to switch. You need to know what are ticks. So all futures contracts have a minimum price fluctuation, also known as a tick. The tick size is determined by the futures exchange. So the tick size is determined by what you're trading and can vary depending on the type of contract. All right, each tick represents a certain fractional value, and the dollar value of one tick depends on the contract that you're trading, right? So for micro NAS 100, I gave this example because it's pretty much all most of us are trading. 4 ticks equals 1 point, all right, which equals $2. So that means one tick it was worth 25 cents. All right, so the ticks are pretty much in between the points. All right, so 50 points equals 200 ticks in the NAS market. Why do you need to know this? Because when you go to trade on TradingView, it'll ask you how many ticks you're trying to risk. All right, so I know I spelled risk wrong there. I'm going to show you. When I click buy, it says ticks right here. I know that 200 ticks is 50 points. Okay. 4 in the chat if that made sense. All right. It's not something you need to stress over. I literally only use ticks when I come here. Yes, a tick is like a pipette. Exactly. All right. Because y'all know, if y'all know me, y'all know I hate math. So I'd be like, okay, 50 points, 200 ticks. I'm like, cool. That's what I need to know for my stop loss. Now my take profit, I move that based on, I can move that once I enter based on, price action. I just need to know where my stop loss is 50 points, which is 200 ticks. That don't ever move, right? All right. And I'm going to show you guys how to enter a trade with futures in one moment. I just want to go over brokers real quick, and then we'll go over entering. All right. So I recommend Tradeovate because they allow you to demo. It is a demo free trial at first. Once the free trial is up, you can still demo with their broker. It just costs about $12 a month for the data. And that's if you're live trading with their broker or demo. All right. To connect Tradeovate, to connect to trade, and let me change this before I post this. To connect to trade from TradingView, you must go to your broker website and add it as an add-on for $10 a month. Okay. And you want to trade with no less than $1,000 in a live account. All right. Now, for those of you that don't have many funds, it's okay. Futures prop firms is the cheapest way to trade futures. Okay. 100% recommend. Some companies I recommend are Apex, Take Profit Trader, and Top Step. All right. They all let you connect to TradingView for free. And make sure when picking an account, you pick the Tradeovate one. They all have a Tradeovate one. You want to go through the Tradeovate account of the prop firms because it'll let you connect to TradingView for free. All right. Now, a cool thing with Top Step is once you purchase a funded account with them, they also give you a practice demo account as well. All right. A few things to know. Take Profit Trader has the best payout system, but are more expensive. Okay. Apex only allows you to get paid out twice a month, and you have to make a certain amount depending on your account for the first 3 months to even get a payout. Top Step allows you to get a payout when you've had 5 days of wins of at least $200, and it doesn't have to be in a row. For all future prop firms, once you pass, you will pay a fee for the data. Usually it takes a one-time fee of $149. All right. So let's go to Take Profit Trader. All right. And you can see here, you have to trade a minimum of 5 days. Minimum days until your first withdrawal. There are 0. The first day you get your pro account, you can withdraw. All right. That's the best part of this. You can reset your pro account up to 3 times. And it's a one-time fee of $130 once you pass for the data. All right. Now these are the account sizes. These are the prices. It is 50% off right now. So again, this is more on the expensive side, but it is 50% off right now. Okay. Apex is probably the cheapest one, but they have the worst payout rules. All right. It's 80% off right now for another day. They usually always have deals going on. You receive 100% of the first 25,000, right? And then 90% split beyond that. Take Profit Traders, 80% split. You can only get payouts, 2 payouts per month. And I just screenshotted it the other day, but they have rules about their payouts. So if you have like a 100K account, you have to at least make $3,000 before that's their minimum balance to request a withdrawal once you get paid out, once you get funded with them. So they have very strict rules, but they're the cheapest. All right. Then you have Top Step. And again, you're paying monthly for all of these, but like I said, you can pay, it depends. You could pay $40, like for this one, you could pay $50 a month until you pass, right? And if you pass the first month, you only paid $50, right? And then a one-time activation fee of $150 once you get your live account. All right. You just have to have 5 winning days of 200 to earn your payout, like I said. So they're not as strict. They're not as strict as Apex, but they're not as lenient as Take Profit Trader. So this is the best way to trade futures, getting a funded account. All right. So now that we've been through all that, put a 4 in the chat if that all made sense. Drop some more 4s. Want to make sure you guys understand. So now you guys have everything you need to switch from Forex to futures, right? If you have any questions, you can drop them now. But now I'm going to show you how to enter in. Let me make sure this is a demo account. This is a demo account that I got from Top Step. So this is like trading a funded account. No, it's not like it. It is. That what I just showed you are funded accounts. They're all funded accounts. You can trade futures regular with a regular live account. I don't have anything in my regular live account right now because I'm trading funded, but I'll show you. You could you go to a live account. I think this one's my live account. So boom. And I don't pay for the monthly right now because like I said, I think I pay for the data, but I don't need to. So you just start live trading. I don't have anything in there because I withdrew it. So let's see. This is your live account right here. You would go to add-on, but like I said, I'm trading funded, right? So you would go to add-ons, and if you want to trade a regular live account, put your own money in, add trading view, and then you want to make sure you're paying, where am I paying for the data? I'm paying for it somewhere. Right here. Yeah. Nope. Where is it? Billing history. Yeah, I'm paying $12. I knew I was paying something. I'm like, I just charged me. All right. Similar to trading my own futures account, can you use USD or is it crypto? Nope. It is everything. Futures is regulated. If you're trading a live account, look at this. You're depositing with your bank card, debit or credit, whatever you want to use. Crypto, you don't need crypto to open a firm. All you do is you create an account and you put your card in and it'll charge you for all of them. Now, if you want to open a regular live account, all you have to do is go to create an account with them, go to transfers and payments, and withdraw or fund account straight from your bank account. There's no crypto involved because you're regulated. So that none of that is even a thing anymore in the futures market. So do you guys understand how to trade futures now? Do you guys get it? And then this is how you enter the trade. So let's say, yeah, the market should be open now, but let's say I wanna buy. I'm gonna click buy market. Let's say I wanna put 3 contracts in. 3 contracts on a micro, 50 points, which is 200 ticks. I'm risking $300. All right. So I click buy. Oh, and it rejected it because I think the market is still closed. Yeah, it is. Let me see if this is open. Why do the companies charge a monthly fee? That's just how futures are. That I couldn't tell you. They charge them. I think it's better because if you pass in 1 month, you pay way. Literally for my 150K account, I got it when it was at 90% off. So I paid like what, like 40 something dollars, if that, for a 150K account, and I passed in 1 month. So I personally think it's better. But I wouldn't know why they charge. You'd have to ask their support, but that's just how it is. There are pros and cons to it, but again, you're regulated. You trade straight from TradingView. If you trade lot on a regular live account, you can literally just withdraw and fund your account straight from your bank account. From Forex, it's more expensive, but your funds are secured. I know people that had $1 million funded in Forex for my Forex funds. They don't know where those funds are. I know people that had money stuck in MT5 once their brokers stopped using it. I paid 800 for a 100K challenge. Yeah, you can definitely pay less with futures and it's regulated. All right. So let me see if this lets me, so like I said, with Nikki, it's a little bit different. I wish the market was open. Let me see if this is gonna let me. Nope, the market's closed right now until 5. So future seems way cheaper and it's regulated. It's cheaper in some ways. If you're trading live, a regular live account, you have to have more money than within Forex. You can really build up a smaller account. So unfortunately, it's not letting me enter a trade because the market is currently, yep, they're all closed right now. It tells me right here. It opens in 24 minutes, right? So I'm like, dang, I wanted to show you guys how to enter. Can you simulate on FX replay? Nope, I want to show you on TradingView. FX replay is different. That's for back testing. I wanted to show you guys how to enter a trade, but it's very simple. So let's just go over it. Units is contracts. All right. So if I have 1 contract on micro, I know that every point is $2 per point. 200 ticks is 50 points. So if I'm only have 1 contract on a micro and I risk 50 points, that's $100. 2 contracts, $200. 3 contracts, $300. All right. So futures would be something to fund in the future for US FX. What do you mean something to fund in the future? You can do it right now. I trade futures now. I haven't traded Forex since August. I've been trading futures. So yeah, you can get started now if you wanted. I suggest going to Tradeovate and creating a demo account. With Tradeovate, it'll let you, and then just pay that $10 a month. Or if you want to purchase a funded account, go to Top Step, purchase a funded account, and practice on their live account. And you can get Tradeovate. I mean, you can connect to TradingView for free. All right, so those are 2 options, but you definitely want to practice entering the trades. You can even say, okay, I only want to risk 0.8%, and it'll tell you how many contracts you should be risking at, and then you can adjust this. You need to keep the ticks on stop loss to 200. Once you enter the trade, you can, slide up and down your take profit to where you want to adjust it to. And I'll show you guys on the call on, we have a back testing call. We have a back testing call on, tomorrow. So I should be able to show you guys how to enter and exit and all that good stuff on the call tomorrow because it's at 5 o'clock and the market doesn't open here until 20 and for another 21 minutes. All right. But those are just some things to keep in mind. Does anybody have any questions for me? Dumb question is how to convert the tick to point on one of the PDFs. Nope, I just explained it. 200 ticks is 50 points. And I just explained it here. For micro, it is right here. 1 tick is 25 cents. So 4 ticks equals 1 point. 50 points equals 200 ticks. So you don't want to overthink the ticks. I personally just enter with it at 200 ticks to start. Your stop loss is always going to be at 200 ticks. 50 points is always our stop loss. Do not adjust it. Take that question off the table. 200 ticks, that's it, 50 points. Your take profit, I personally enter with it at 200 and then I adjust it based on the price action. Will you be able to show how to take partials as well with contracts? Thanks, that was my next question. All right, cool. So yeah, taking partials is, I can't show you right now. Again, the market is closed, but let's say you are in a buy and you have 3 contracts in. You want to take 1 contract out. So you're in a buy, right? Let's say you're in a buy here, right? Or let's say you're in a buy here, or let's say you're in a sell and you're in profit and you entered here and the market's here. And your stop loss is here, your take profit is here. Your take profit and your stop loss are all connected. It's gonna show a 3 and it's gonna show that you're in a you have 3 units or you have 3 contracts in a sell. You're gonna go to buy and let's say you want to take one of the contracts off. You're gonna click 1 and you're gonna click buy. Because you're in a sell and you just bought 1 contract, you just took partials off of the sell. All right, does that make sense? So write this down. To take partials in a sell, you buy 1 contract or buy 2, depending on how much you want to take off. All right, to take partials in a sell, you buy a contract. All right, that's how you take partials. Now, when you take those partials, you need to adjust the take profit and the stop loss. Doesn't matter which one you adjust, it'll adjust it for you for both ones. So if I had 3 contracts in a sell, but I just bought 1 contract to take it off to take partials, and this is still showing 3, I need to adjust this unit to 2. All right. So that's how you take partials. I will show you guys when the market opens, probably tomorrow, but that is how you take partials. Okay, does that make sense? It's the best way I can explain it until the market opens. All right. I can't wait to see it tomorrow. I did it in a live call. So if you're on live sessions, you've seen it. Let's find it. I did it yesterday, I believe. So let me find it real quick. Are you still trading the key? Yes, I have church seminars the next few nights, and I will not be trading the key this week. But I am still trading it, just not this week. All right. So let's see, where is my live session for yesterday? All right. So let me make sure the volume's down. Okay. I'm gonna show you guys how it was done yesterday if you missed it. I gotta close some tabs. I don't know what it is with this computer. I think it needs more space because I really be having to close stuff. All right, let's try it now. All right, here we go. All right, I'm gonna play this, no volume. I'm gonna fast forward to when I enter. All right, cool. So you see, like I'm gonna show you guys when I entered the trade. This was on the call yesterday, so you guys can go to Tuesday Pips and watch it. Some of you guys were on live with me. So I'm about to enter. All right, here we go. So I go, look at this, pause. I put 5 contracts on the trade. I kept my ticks 50 points, right? And I click sell. It just put me in the trade for 5 contracts with a 50-point stop loss and a 50-point take profit. All right. So let's go to when it's more in profit. All right, here we go. There it is. All right. So I still have 5 contracts in. All right. I'm in a sell. Watch what I do to take partials. I clicked buy market because I'm in a sell, and that's how you take partials. Adjust the units to how many you want to take off the trade. I adjusted it to 1 unit. Watch this 5 turn into a 4. You see how it turned into a 4. It just took partials off the trade. Now I want to adjust my take profit and my stop loss to 4. Click it, switch it to 4, modify order. It just switched both of them, so I only needed to do 1. Put a 3 in the chat if that made sense on how I took partials off that trade. All right, that's how you take partials. Now, if you want to be in multiple trades, like let's say you want to be in like a trade, like you want to be in a trade with 2 different take profits, you need to enter those 2 trades like individually. So if I wanted 3, I would enter 3 contracts maybe at 50 points, 200 ticks, and then maybe I want what's it called? I want another one at 300 ticks, right? I would have to enter those separately so it could show 2 different take profit lines. It's gonna merge them here, but it knows, okay, take 3 of them out here, take 2 of them out there. And again, once the market opens, I'll be able to show you guys. But yeah, that's how you take partials off the trade. And look at this. I also look at that. I adjusted my take profit and I moved it into profit. Do you guys see that? See how I just moved my take profit down and move my my stop loss into profit? So that is how you maneuver with trading futures. All right. And then I think I'm going to take more partials. You see, I mark up on the Forex chart and then I just enter the trade on my futures chart. All right. Can I be honest? I've lost so many trades from not knowing how to use the TradingView platform. Switching from NT4, is there more information on just the mechanics of TradingView platform? What are you lost about when trading with TradingView? Because if you're trading MT4, you're just marking up on TradingView. But MT4 and TradingView have different numbers, so they're never going to be the same. So you always have to adjust your numbers on MT4. But what are you lost on with TradingView? That's where you need to start. What don't you get about the platform? All right, that's what we need to start with. What don't you get about the platform? And then anybody else have any other questions for me? All right. But yeah, anybody have any other questions? Now, for those, a lot of you guys put ones. Go ahead, answer your question. Go ahead and ask your question as well, Jennifer. But yeah, a lot of you guys put ones in the chat. So I want to make sure you guys understand how to switch. It's very easy. It's easy to overcomplicate things in your mind, but I promise it is very easy to switch. For futures, you said you entered, for example, 5 units. Is that like in a Forex when you say Forex is no contracts. There's no such thing as contracts in Forex. It's lot sizes. Units is contracts. It just says that it's units. Units is contracts. Yes. But it's a little different because in Forex, it may, you might be, there's more things to pick from. You can enter a 0.05, you can enter a 0.03, a 0.02. There's none of that. It's either a micro or a mini. Micro is $2 per point per contract. So futures is very like, boom, this is what you got, right? Or there's minis. Minis is 20 points, $20 per point for one contract, right? There's no like 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. There's only those two things that you can use. Okay, let's say you enter 2 trades in Forex. No, you're confusing yourself. 2 trades in Forex is not the same as 5 units in futures. 2 trades of what in Forex? You can enter a 0.02. You can enter a 0.03. You're entering. If I can enter the trade in both futures and Forex, but it's going to depend on my lot size of how much money I make. Does that make sense? No, I'm saying like you enter 2 separate trades. Yeah, it's the same market. It's just Nasdaq is the same market, right? It's just if you enter it in Forex and futures, you're entering them on different platforms, if that makes sense. Yeah, you're confusing yourself. Yeah, you're definitely, I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say. Like, think of it like this. I can call a Nas trade. I can call a sell right now. Person A can enter that sell in the Forex market, and person B can enter it in the futures market. It's the same setup. Same trade. Does that make sense? That, you know how on MT4, how you can enter you can't enter contracts on MT4. I am confused when you entered 5 units in futures. Every contract, okay, I'm gonna break it down. Every contract is worth $2 per point, okay? For micro NAS 100. Every contract is worth $2 per point. If I enter 5 contracts, 2 times 5 is $10, okay? Unit is a contract. Exactly, yeah, unit is a contract. All right. I entered 5 contract because that's what I wanted to risk. Your stop loss is automatically 200 ticks. That's 50 points. Based on what I want to risk, that's how many contracts I'll enter. I don't want to only add 1 contract to my trade. I want to risk more than $100. It shows the dollar amount of what you could potentially lose or make right here. All right, is that making sense? I'm getting confused as to what it is called an MT4. MT4 is irrelevant. If you're trading futures, you don't need to care about MT4. Okay? It's okay. It's okay. Don't be sorry for all the confusion. It's okay. Everybody's going to grasp it different. You don't need to care about MT4. MT4 doesn't matter. You're entering your trades on TradingView. Okay? You don't need to care about lot sizes. That is a thing of the past when you're trading futures. All you need to do is enter based off of contracts. Have you watched the futures introduction part 1 and part 2 as well? But you don't need to care about that. Units is contracts. Micro E-mini NAS 100 is $2 per contract, aka unit. So if I have 1 unit, that is $2 per point. 2 units, $4 per point. All right, and so forth. 5 units, $10 per point. All right, does that make sense? Am I making sense, you guys? Three in the chat if that made sense. Okay. I just want to make sure. Okay, I'm glad you got it now. Okay, cool. Perfect. It makes sense. So everybody should know how to switch. So increasing the unit is like increasing a lot size, basically. Yes, exactly. And except you can only do like 1 lot size, aka unit, right? If you're coming from Forex. There's not a bunch of different lot sizes to pick from. You're either trading the micro or you're trading the mini. I recommend trading the micro because let's go to the mini. The mini is $20 per point. If I have 1 contract on a mini with a $50 stop loss, that's $1,000 I could potentially lose. So unless you're willing to lose $1,000 with 1 contract, you want to trade that the micro. The micro gives you room. You want to have more than 1 contract on typically because you want to be able to take partials, right? If you're trading a mini, you really can't take those partials because if I do add 2 contracts with a mini with a $50 take profit and stop loss, that's $2,000 I'm risking. So it's better to start out with the micros unless you have a huge account. All right. Any questions for me? This is a great time for questions. All right, great. I hope to see you guys switching to futures. I personally recommend it. I think it's way better than trading Forex for indices. Now when it comes to marking up your chart, I mark my chart up on the Forex chart because we still have people in Forex. Yeah, let me label this. All right, but I enter on the the futures one, obviously. Let me just get rid of this real quick. I organize my trades in these little folders. If you guys don't do that, you definitely should. I never just clear the whole chart because I keep my trades. So if I go to the 4-hour and pull out, I literally have all of the December trades there, the November trades. So yeah. And then now we have January. All right. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Keep them in a folder. You see January, there we go. I label them. All right. But I know somebody asked me about TradingView. I wanted to know what was confusing for you. Because you have to know how to use TradingView. TradingView is what we mark up on. You got to know how to use it. All right. And then real quick, Nikki is $25 per point. Just wanted to mark this up real quick. Let's see what's going on with it. I see that sellers, let me just do another one, are being stopped multiple times in this area. Sellers are being stopped multiple times in this area. Oops, that was actually on the daily, so let me fix that. All right. I do see that price also has some buy stop liquidity here. And you want to write what time frame you find it on. Remember, buy stop liquidity is an area where buyers are being stopped multiple times in one area, and then sellers is reverse. It lets us know liquidity resides above, liquidity resides below. All right, but something I see as well, despite that buy stop liquidity, price is also failing to swing higher. All right. Let's go to that 1 hour. Price looks like price is trying to push. There is some small buy stops here. All right. There was a gap there and it looks like sellers are being stopped here. So I see a mix going on, but let's see. There is a lot of imbalance to fill below. Possibly, let's see. There is a gap below as well. So I'm possibly looking for price to come up to this 1 hour order block. And then drop to fill the gap below and possibly take the sell stops and keep failing to swing. But I want to be cautious because of buy stops above. So I want to be cautious of the BSL. I want to watch for sell entries here. All right. And it's 5 o'clock. So I just want to show you guys really quick. Let's do NAS 100 because that's what we usually. All right. So look, now I can do it. So I want to go to micro. I'll show you guys the difference. Oops, wrong one. I'm like, wait a minute. All right, there we go. All right, so let's say I want to enter 5 contracts. Let me make sure this is a demo. All right, it is. Buy. Look at that. It just put me in, you guys, for those 5 contracts. I'm also going to enter a mini so I can just show you guys how quick this one moves. You want to do boom, boom. Oops, it said you don't have enough in your account for that. It'll reject it. It won't let you over leverage. Fun fact about this is only a 50K demo. It won't let you over leverage. It'll literally reject you. It'll say like, no, you cannot enter in. All right, so it didn't let me enter in. So let's see here. Hopefully it'll go into profit so I can show you. All right, so you guys see, so let's say I'm like, cool, my stop loss is at 50 points. I put my take profit at 50 points, but let's say that's not where my overall target is. If my overall target is higher, I could just move it like this and then modify the order. But let's say I'm like, oh, but I do want some at 50 points. Let's say I want 2 more contracts in at 50 points. Go like this and add it. It'll group them. Oh, it won't let me. That's so weird. Okay, let me try one. Why is it rejecting my order? That is so weird. That's super weird. I'm not sure why it's rejecting my order. Let me try this real quick. So I'm gonna close the position. All right, I'm gonna do 2 and 2. So let's see. So let's say I have 2 and 2. So let's say I want to put this one. This is my overall target here. Modify the order. And let's say I want to add 2 more and I want this take profit to be at 50 points. Do you guys see what I just did? It merged them at 4, but it knows to take 2 out here and 2 out here. Do you guys see how I had to enter it 2 separate times to get those 2 separate take profit places? Does that make sense to everybody? Okay, cool. All right, I wish it would go up so that, okay, looks like it's about to push down. I'm gonna take out real quick. I'm gonna show you guys for the sell. So let's say I'm like, cool, 200 ticks is 50 points. I automatically want one of my cells to be at 50 points. And then I'm gonna enter 2 more, right? And it's still gonna be at 50 points, but I'm gonna move one of them. Let's say I want it to be down here, or I'm gonna go to my price action and I'm gonna be like, cool, I want this one to be at the top of this 4-hour order block. Cool. Now I have one taking me out at 50 points, one taking me out there. One more time for what part? Which part do you need? So remember, I'm gonna exit, close this again. If I enter all of them at the same time, I can't move the take profit. It's gonna only be one. So if you want it to take you out 2 separate times, unless you manually exit or you take partials, you got to do it separately. So in total, I know I want to risk $400 for this trade. I'm gonna split it up into 2s. So one of them is gonna, what did I just enter by a sell? One of them is gonna take me out here. And so let's say one of them, I'm like, cool, I want this one to take me out at the 4-hour order block. I'm gonna modify the order. Cool, I'm gonna add 2 more contracts because $400 is the most I want to risk. I'm gonna add 2 more. This one is gonna have me at, why did it? Oh, did I just do a buy? Let me close that. Hold on, y'all. Okay, let me do this again. So I got 2 selling. I wanted to take me out at the 4-hour order block. Now I got 2 more, and I want this to just be at 50 points. You see that? Both to take profit. Now one of these, now 2 of them will take me out at 50 points, and another 2 will take me out here. Each of these stop losses represent the 2 different entries. Now you could group them together, modify, and put 4 and just delete one if you want. But it'll just group them together here. Does that make sense? Everybody get that? 3s in the chat if you understand how to enter a trade. I'm waiting for it to go a little more into profit so I can show you how to take partials. Even though I just showed you guys already before. As you guys see, there's no spread. It is true to price. So that's pretty cool. All right. So let me go to the 1 hour. Just waiting for it to drop more to see, like, okay. I want to take some partials. All right, boom. Let's say, I want to take 1 contract off this trade. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click buy. I'm going to switch this to 1 and I'm going to buy 1. Now I only have 3 in. All right. And let's say I just wanted to take one off of this one because I took partials out of one. You can even delete one of these, delete the bracket. Oh, no, wait. Yep, you can. And I'm going to switch this to 3. Now I want all 3 of them to just take that out. Does that make sense how I did that, you guys? I just took some partials, okay? You guys see that? You understand how to take partials off the trade? Perfect. Move stop loss to break even. You just move it down like this. Modify order. You want to take some more partials off the trade? Remember, buy. Switch it to 1 because you're in a sell. Now you're in 2. All right. That makes sense, everybody? Real quick. And let's say you're like, I want to manually exit the trade, close position. Now let me do it for the buy. So we got, let's say we just have 2 in. And let's say you have 6 in. So you can see it better. Oh, so it won't let me do more than 5. All right, let's say I'm in a buy. And you can't add the take profit and stop loss on after. So make sure you do it here. You just click in. All right, look at that. So the buy, let's say cool, like, okay, it's not in profit. It looks like it wants to sell. So I'm like, hurry up while it's rejecting. So I can show you how to take the partials. All right, so let's say I'm like, cool, I want to take partials off this buy. You would sell 1 unit or sell 2 because you have 5 in. So when you're in a sell and you want to take partials, you buy however many units you want to take partials of. When you're in a buy and you want to take partials, you sell how many units you want to take partials of. So because I'm in a buy, let's say I want to take a partial, I'm going to take 1 off. Now I'm in 4 units for the buy, and I want to modify my order here. Make sense, everybody? Any questions for me? Let's put some 7s in the chat if you have no questions for me. So all of you guys should know how to get into a futures account. You know how to enter into the trades. Let me see if the person who asked me about trading view is still on here. How would you know how many you should sell or buy to get partials? You can sell or buy any amount to get partials. If you sell 1 unit, like let's go back. All right. Let's say I'm like, oh, I want to take partials, right? Let's say you want to take 0.2%. Oh no, it won't switch it. Typically, if I have 4 contracts in, I just start taking it 1 by 1. I'm like, all right, if price gets to TP2, I'm like, cool, I want to take 1 contract off. Don't overthink it. All right. You know what I mean? It's easy to overthink things in trading. I'm just like, I want to take 1 contract off. All right, cool. It got here. I want to take this many contracts off. I know that it's $2 per point for every 1 contract, right? So if price gets to 30 points, 2 times 30 is $60. You get what I'm saying? All right. Okay, cool. All right. Any other questions for me, you guys? I hope this is helpful in transitioning. All right. Was this helpful in transitioning? Okay, perfect. Any questions? This is the time. All right. Thanks so much. Yeah, no problem. And then I wanted to finish marking up the key with you guys. No question. Great call again. I'm glad. And look at that. So We're looking to see if price is going to come back to this 1 hour order block for entry here. Great call. I'm switching. Yes. I really want my whole community to convert because we trade indices. So I just feel like we should all be trading the safest and most regulated way, right? So yeah, I'm really hoping like a lot of you guys do convert. So we're expecting price to push up to the OB then fall. Yep, that's what I'm looking for. All right. So price is failing to swing higher. Sell stops below. Imbalance to fill. Happen to market. Be like this. Such a religious talk. Let's convert, y'all. For real. I'm like, let's convert. I'm trying to get y'all regulated. Like I be trying to get people saved to Jesus, okay? That's so funny. You said such a religious talk. It's hilarious. All right, y'all. That's it. Facts. But you guys stop because y'all know I'll go into preacher mode like that. So don't even do it. For those of you who know have been here. But yeah, so I'm looking for price to sell here. So I'm gonna alert the community to watch for sells there. All right, but any other questions before we get off the call? That's pretty much it. All right, I set an alert there to see if price comes back to it for sell entries. Hopefully it comes back to it at 6. That would be cool because my seminar doesn't start until 7. I'm excited. The topic is just days of glory going into the year, you know, ready. All right. Glad I'm here. No questions. All right. Perfect. Well, yes, I will definitely share my notes with you guys. Um, what's it called? Under the Faith Talk, for those that care. And if you're in Dallas, Texas, let me know. Pull up. But yeah, other than that, we are all good for the day. You guys have a great rest of your evening. Let me get out of this Nas trade. Look at that. So it is in profit. So then I could be like, cool, I want to take partials off this trade. I'm in a sell, so I want to buy 1 unit and just click buy. Now I'm in 3 units and I want to modify this to 3. Boom. All right, super simple. And then I can move my take profit or my stop loss in a profit. All right, cool. But other than that, you guys have a great rest of your night. Again, if you guys have any more questions, let me know. And I hope you have a very smooth transfer or transition over if you decide to transition. All right, yep, I will see you guys in the morning. Have a great night.